glad to be here after you invited me to pay a visit to familiarize with the activities here in Manicaland province. Just like what the Minister of State said, we have a lot of work that we are supposed to do to ensure that everyone in the country is informed about what is happening. I think you are all aware that our responsibility is that of informing the people, is that of entertaining the people through Diamond. You say Diamond FM, the radio. People have to be entertained. They have the right to be connected through the news that we are spreading. And a lot of care then has to be taken to ensure that we properly inform people to make informed choices. And we must read from misinforming the people. The Minister of State indicated that we are in the NDS2 period where we are supposed to be pushing or informing the people about what NDS2 is. There are a lot of things that we are supposed to be talking about in NDS2. Talk of the economic stability that has been achieved so far, which we think it will be able to spare even further development trajectory by ensuring that investors now prefer Zimbabwe as a good and a safe investment environment. Food security that we have achieved just this week on Tuesday. The Minister of Agriculture was telling us that we will establish some hectarage, and from that hectarage we will surpass our food requirements in terms of the wheat that we require, especially during the winter cropping season. There's a lot that we should be talking about, including the brand Zimbabwe. We must be able to brand our country so that it becomes a preferred investment destination, and also to spare the efforts by our tourism industry, the kind of social development that is happening, gender issues that we can talk about. So there's a lot that we should be talking about during this NDS2 devolution programs that are happening, especially that you are covering Manicaland province. A lot of issues that are happening within this province must be featuring in your Manica Post and even in your broadcasting through Diamond FM. You mentioned the issues of challenges, especially in your finances. I'm happy you mentioned that you have since started to diversify, and that is the way to go. If you also recall our Zimbabwe media policy, it speaks of economic sustainability, and those are some of the sustainability mechanisms or strategies that you are supposed to be embarking on, to not to pursue the traditional ways of generating income, but to look at other issues, other ways, especially embarking on courier services like you've just done, and continue to explore much more, because that is the way to go. Our people deserve to be connected, like I mentioned earlier on, and we don't have an excuse for doing that. As government, we are doing every effort to ensure that in areas where signal is poor, we improve by putting on new equipment, and we must continue to endeavor to digitalize, because gone are the days where people used to be looking for the hard copies to read. These days they can just download, and you must also begin to think of that next day when you cannot even sell a single copy.
Yes.
How are you going to be generating adequate and enough income to cover your costs so that you continue to be visible? So there's a lot that we are supposed to be doing, especially in this environment. The environment continues to change, it's disruptive, and as such we must also be thinking ahead. So I want to thank you very much for this brief, but to promise you that we are ready to engage even in future. When you think, I think we once said that even last week when we met in Harare, that our doors are open. Please come with your propositions so that we can always engage, discuss, so that we continue to do what we are supposed to do